అక్కడ కూర్చొని అన్నీ కనిపిస్తాయి. సైడ్లో కూర్చుంటే అసలు ఏం కనపడదు. జాగ్రత్త రా రియాన్. ఏమైంది? ఎదగో బట్ నీ బాటలు పట్టుకో. ఒకటే బరువు ఉంది ఇది. ఇట్రా
పర్ఫెక్ట్ వచ్చింది కదా. నువ్వు ఎక్కడ? కొంచెం ప్లీజ్
హాయ్ బాబు. హాయ్. ఎందుకు అవసరం లేదు.
पिंक ना चले. దానికి సారీ పంపిస్తాను. మీకు సారీ తెచ్చి పంపిస్తాను. I want something, please. You want something, please?
ఎవరికి భయం? ఇలా ఇక్కడ
నాకేం లేదు భయం.
దేనికి భయం? చేయించుకోవడం అలాంటిది
Check it southwest. Check it southwest.
బాగా
With a little push, okay? No. There's paddles up your feet.
I'm just kidding with you. How's everybody doing? All right, everybody doing good? It doesn't sound like it. Come on, y'all on vacation. How's everybody doing? That's a little better. We gotta work on it, though. That's a little bit better. We gotta work on that. Here. Just want to go over some safety rules real quick. Nothing big. Everybody just remain seated at all times. Keep your arms, elbows in. No smoking or vaping. You have to have a conversation amongst yourselves. Just keep it low. Not like in a movie theater, okay? All right, everybody. After we get to this bridge right here, we'll get started with the tour, okay? All right, everybody, let's get started. Over here to my right, you see this statue right here holding the baby? That is the St. Anthony de Padua statue. Does anybody know what St. Anthony means in Spanish? Anybody? No? It means San Antonio. That's who San Antonio was named after, St. Anthony de Padua. And that baby in his arms represents Jesus. That's why the arms are open, welcoming anybody. It was a gift from Portugal in 1968 for the World's Fair. World's Fair did a lot for San Antonio's economy, and y'all are going to learn about that on this tour. Straight up high, I know the trees are kind of covering a little bit. You see that church right there through the trees? Straight up high, slightly right. The white church with the green and gray steeple. That is the St. Joseph's Church. Built in 1868 by the German community back then, so they could worship in their own native language. And I don't blame them. I couldn't imagine going into a German church. I wouldn't know a word they were saying. But apparently, yeah, they got tired of that, and they said, you know what? Let's just build our own church. And so they did. And every third Sunday of the month at that church, they have an all-male German choir that goes over there and sings in German. So that's something you find interesting. Maybe go check that out. Well, I get some common questions asked me being a captain. And one of them is, are there fish in the river? Yes. We have about 17 different types of aquatic life here in the river. I've seen bass jump out, there's catfish, perch, carp. We have alligator gar on the North Channel. And we also have, I thought it was a duck the first time I saw it. It's actually called a cormorant. But they're like the same size as ducks, but the beaks are different. But I saw what I thought was a duck dive into the water, and he's using his arms, he's using his wings under the water to swim like we use our arms. And I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, bro, you're a duck, bro. You got wings, bro. Why are you swimming, bro? If I had wings, I'd be flying. I wouldn't be swimming. You're confused over here, bro. What's going on? But no, they're actually called cormorants. They hunt underwater. They're pretty cool. And I also get asked about the draining of the river. And yes, every 2 years, a section of the river gets drained, not the whole thing. And for maintenance and cleaning. Now, a long time ago, they used to actually let people go down there and dig in the marsh and see what they could find. But there's kids on this boat, so I'm going to be PG rated about this. They started finding a lot of inappropriate things. And so, yeah, they learned their lesson pretty quick on that one. They had to stop it. And the most common question I get asked is, do people fall in the river? Yes. Around 300 people a year fall in the river at different areas. The total. That's a total 15 miles of the river walk. Yeah, but almost a person a day on average. The entire 15 miles falls in the river. Yeah. And so I was talking about this one time on a tour, and I was mentioning this, and this gentleman chimed in, and he goes, it's probably drunk people at night falling in, getting drunk and falling in at night, right? And I told him, I said, well, honestly, sir, like the song goes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere all the time. It doesn't have to be at nighttime for somebody to be drinking. And he actually gave me like a dirty look, but I thought it was funny, so now I talked about it on my tour. So straight up front, or straight up high right here, right up front, is hotel. This is the Hilton Palacio del Rio. This hotel was built in just 202 days. How was it built so fast, Captain? Okay, what's what y'all are asking? I'll tell you. So the way it was built was using the modular construction method. So what that is they got all of the rooms, units, and they were built off-site at a warehouse about 8 miles away. Well, while they were building the rooms, you had the guys over here working on the foundation. And when they came to the completion point over here, it looked like an upside-down T. It was just the first 4 floors on each side of this white section going all the way up the middle. So, whenever at the warehouse, not only were they building rooms, but they were also furnishing them. So when they came over here, they already had the beds, the chairs, the couches, the desks, and everything ready to go. So the crane operator starts stacking them like Legos. Boom, 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 boom. And he left space in between. If you look over here, you see that brick with the white border? That's actually the gaps in between the rooms. Now, what they did was they had to shimmy in between both of them and hook up the electrical and the plumbing to each other in all the rooms. But it worked. Setting a Guinness Book of World Records in 1968, built for 202 days, and it still holds that record to this day. Now, right up front right here, this is La Villita, meaning the little village. This was the very first neighborhood here in San Antonio, established in 1722. This was the settlement for the Spanish soldiers that were stationed at the Alamo. This is where they lived. Also in 1836, during the Battle of the Alamo, this is where Santa Anna had his cannon line positioned when he was bombing the Alamo. These days, nobody lives here anymore. It's actually an art district on the street level. It is free to walk around there too. I definitely recommend y'all check it out. It's one of the little hidden gems here in the downtown area. Now right up front right here, Now, who here has seen the movie Miss Congeniality? Well, I know none of the dudes were going to admit to it, but we know you've seen it, all right, at some point in time, all right? Your wife or girlfriend made you watch it, all right? You ain't got a lot to kick it, okay? Nah, I was kidding with you guys. This is the Artisan River Theater, seen in the movie Miss Congeniality. It's very unique. We got the stage over here to my right, separated by the river, and the seating over here to my left. It's not like any other concert venue in the world. And if you look over here to the right above the stage, you see those 5 bells up there? Those actually represent the 5 missions here in San Antonio. For anybody that does not know this, the Alamo's not the only one. We have 4 other missions located down the south channel of the river. Now, don't suggest you walk to them. It'd be well, today would be a long, wet walk, but normally it'd be a long, hot walk. They're about 2 miles apart from each other. And over here to my right, you see this cowboy roping these bulls right here? This is the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Originally a San Antonio Public Library. Hey, Bubba, you're gonna have to undo the umbrella, okay? And that's not for me, that's for management. I apologize to y'all. Over here, originally in 1930, it was the San Antonio Public Library. From 1968 to 2001, it was the Hertzberg Circus Museum. Imagine that was pretty cool for the kids and for the big kids like me. In 2013, the Briscoe opened up, and there's pretty cool things that are in there. You got Pancho Villa's last known saddle. You got Santa Anna's ceremonial sword up there, and you also have an interactive diorama of the conflict of the Alamo that's in there too. Obviously, a lot more than just that. That's just a few things I like to mention on my tour that I think are interesting. I think others might find interesting too. And about the umbrella, it's a safety issue because it's a visual block. It's a safety issue. I apologize. I believe me. I understand. But right up front right here, this is Pressa Bridge. It is old school. Built in 1890 in Berlin, Connecticut. And it's actually all bolted. There are no welds on this bridge. All bolted. Only 10 of them like it in the nation. 3 of those 10 are here in the downtown area. Now over here to my right, you see this island right here where that couple is? For my lovebirds right here, this is Marriage Island. And that artwork right on top there is Father Mass and Ace Tebow. It commemorates the first Catholic Mass in this area of the river in 1691. Built by artist Rolando Brazino in 1991. Marriage Island is naturally heart-shaped, or close enough, right? And over 200 ceremonies a year go on over here. And over here to my right, you see this tile mural right here on the river level? This commemorates Old Mill Crossing. So this area of the river was a very popular crossing site in the 1800s. The ground was hard and the water was shallow. So people would come from all over and wash their buggies, water their horses. It was like a hangout back then. It was these days, it'd be like a club everybody met at and everything. And even Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders frequented Old Mill Crossing often back then.
I got awesome.
Now, up high to my left, you see that building up there with the gargoyles at the top? Have y'all ever seen that movie Ghostbusters? Okay, that's not the building though. That's the Tower Life building. Built in 1929 by the early days of the Great Depression by the Smith brothers, and it cost about $3 million. I think we're gonna park under this bridge, guys. Yeah, we're definitely parking under this bridge. This 6 fellow taking cover by the bridge by the Tower Life building. Oh.
ఇప్పుడు ఇది ఎప్పుడు తగ్గాలి వర్షం ఫుల్ రైన్